Bom, bem-vindo a todos. Meu nome é Monique Martins, eu sou Campus Manager da Ironhack cá em Lisboa, ok? Sei que muitos não ouviram falar da Ironhack, vou explicar um bocado mais sobre como é e como é que funciona. O objetivo principal de hoje é falar um pouco mais sobre como tem mudado um pouco o mercado de tecnologia cá em Portugal e também qual é a parte da Ironhack nisso e como é que funciona educações e formações que não são mestrados e pós-graduações também. E vamos lá isso. So guys, welcome to Ironhack Lisbon. So about Ironhack, we can start saying that we are a Azure certified bootcamp, okay? So even though we are a disruptive education and we are different education, does not mean that we are not an education institution. And we are preparing the next generation of digital creators. And we like to think that we help people get on their way to change their lives by learning new skills and launching a new career. We offer very intensive courses in web development, UX, UI design, data analytics, and cybersecurity. I'm going to explain a little bit better what does a bootcamp mean. Okay, so bootcamp are 9 full-time weeks or 24 part-time weeks. This depends if you're working at the moment, if you're not working at the moment, if you're taking a sabbatical or not, okay? It's a technical program that teaches the technical skills that employers are looking for. So in the courses that I said before, you know, web development, data, or UX UI, or cyber, we teach exactly what the companies need for you to get hired, okay? This is our biggest point here. Our students are either career changers, so people that want to change their career, or, you know, we have people that they are architects, we have people that they are lawyers, we have people that they have never coded before and they want to go into that area. We also have people that are career boosters, so people that, you know, sometimes they even come from computer science, but they want to have a little bit more projects in their portfolio. They want to boost exactly what they know. We have a lot of people that come from economics, for example, and they want to take the data analytics course to boost their career and go to another level. We also have a lot of entrepreneurs. And here the main idea is to be able to already create your own MVP and take care of your own projects if you want to launch a startup, for example. So people that are looking to learn the most relevant and updated technology, as we said. The biggest difficulty here that we see with traditional education, and this will depend a lot on the traditional education, thank God, like Portugal has an amazing education system, but most educations you cannot get as fast as the market. The market is changing all the time, the technologies change every 2 years, and the difference of the bootcamp is that we change the technology with the market. So what we do is at the end of the year, we go to all the companies that hire from us and we ask, okay, what do we need to teach to keep relevant? And this is how we create our courses, and this is how we create our stack, okay? So for example, this year we just launched cybersecurity. Why? Well, cybersecurity is the one job that nobody can get people to work for. There is a lot of job opportunities. There is an incredible tech gap. And even now during the pandemics, the tech gap and the need for tech talent is still growing, and we need to fill these job positions. So we are awarded as Best Coding Bootcamp in Europe. So we are in 9 campuses. We are in Amsterdam, Barcelona, Berlin, Lisbon, the best, Mexico, Miami, Paris, and Sao Paulo. And we are also remote now because of, you know, pandemics. Here in Lisbon, we will go back to in person in April. So hopefully, let's hope that the government helps us with that. We have been here since 2018. Worldwide, we have 8,000 students. We have partner companies of 600. These companies that you can see here, Mercedes, Santander, Critical Tech Wars, Farfetch, Drover, there are companies hiring here in Lisbon that hired our students, okay? And we have over 70 student nationalities, which is pretty cool. Although here in Portugal, most of our students, I would say 60% are Portuguese, but you know, we always have people coming from abroad to study here. So our vision is to become the most outcomes-focused education institution in the world. And when I say that, why do I say that? Because our main focus, and we only consider our job is done by the moment we can employ our students. So if we don't employ our students, we still have a job to do. We focus on in-demand market skills, and we prepare the students with the skills that they need to find a job, okay? We also help with the students finding a job, and I will talk a little bit more about our career services in a while. So our courses and how does it work with every course? I'm going to explain a little bit. I don't know if most people are technical or not, but let's do this. So our first course that we started 8 years ago was web development. We changed this course already 3 or 4 times because we need to keep relevant. And it's more than 400 hours of course, which is very similar to a post-graduation. We work with more than 10 languages and frameworks. We work with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Mongo, React. Students start coding from day one, even those that have never coded before. So it's pretty intensive. The main idea here is that, we make the student work a lot in projects, and they do a lot of projects during the bootcamp, so they can really practice and really get this experience. So a lot of times when the companies hire our students, they say, well, they might not have the best theoretic side, but there are people that if you give them a project, they will know how to do it and they will know how to wing it. Or the very good Portuguese, desenrascar. I think our students are the best at doing that. And our students usually become junior web developers, product owner, project manager, software engineer. There are students that go for front-end developers, students that go for back-end developers. This will depend on what the student is looking for. We also have game testers, for example. We have game developers as well. We have a student working for Miniclip, which I know it's very well known here in Portugal, and is also super cool. We have UX UI design. So this is for the more creative. We receive a lot of students that they come from, for example, anthropology, social sciences, design, architecture. So, people that like this connection with people and also this connection with their creativity, okay? Again, 400 hours course, either in 9 weeks or 24 weeks. And we work with design thinking, design sprint, user research, Sketch, Figma, wireframe, and prototyping. So we go through all the processes of creating a product, from understanding your target audience to having a high fidelity wireframe and ready to deliver for a web developer, okay? So our students, they become UX UI designers, product owners, UX writer, product developer, and so on. We have people that, because we have an intro of HTML and CSS, they go on to become front-end UX UI designers as well, working a little bit with websites. So here again, will depend a little bit on your background and what you want to do with your life. We have my favorite one, data analytics. We cannot play favorites, but I do. And it's another 400-hour course that works with statistics. Oh my God, that was tough. Data cleaning, data analytics, data visualization, API web scraping, which is pretty cool, and machine learning. When I say it's pretty cool, one of the things that our students have done during the projects was to do a web scraping of LinkedIn to discover all the open vacancies that we had for data, and then to be able to apply for it. So that is a very cool skill for you to learn. We work with Python, MySQL, Pandas, scikit-learn, Matplot. We also work with machine learning, as I said, which is pretty nice to predict results. And our students, they can become, superheroes, data analysts, growth hackers, business analysts, and business intelligence. We also have some people that they go for the part-time courses that they want to become managers. Nowadays, for you to be a manager, you need to be able to have that power of analyzing data and cleaning data with a better tool than suffering through Excel. And our new baby, cybersecurity, where we go through systems and network administration, ethical hacking and incident response, forensics and malware, and threat intelligence. And you can work with as a forensics analyst, network and specialist, cyber analyst as well, and also work on incident response, which is pretty cool. So, as I said, our career services, I think the MVP of what we do, and our biggest foundation. So what is our career service? So our career services is the support that we give throughout the whole bootcamp and after the bootcamp so our students can have all the tools they need to find a job. Okay, this means that we will work with you on your LinkedIn, so you create your own personal branding. We will work on you on your curriculum, so all your curriculum has to be approved by our outcomes manager to make sure that you're doing everything right. We work on you with you to work on your portfolio as well. We do a lot of talks during the bootcamp with companies. So, the companies will come, will talk to you, you will understand how it works. You get to ask questions to people doing the job that you want to do later on. And this happens in a pretty nice environment as well. After that, we have a whole week where we have workshops to tackle, the career market. So basically you have workshops on how to go for technical interviews, how to go for personal interviews. What do you have to answer? How do you have to, answer a cover letter sometimes? Or how can you ace and be very good at the technical interviews and the technical questions? So our teachers also prepare you for that. Also, it's super relevant to know that all of our teachers, they are industry professionals. So they are people that they have been working on that industry for a while. They're not people they have been sitting in a desk forever teaching. They're people that they were in the industry and they can give you all the tips to be the best. So for example, we had a teacher from data that he used to work at BNP Paribas. So what he would do, he would give our students all the best tips to nail technical interviews at banks for data analytics. And banks are boring, but they do pay well. And some things sometimes is also important. And after the bootcamp, what we do, we also connect our students to the companies, okay? So we share all the curriculum, all the portfolios, straight with the companies. We have something that we call fast track interviews, which is, it's a shortcut to the interview processes, and companies, they will connect to us and ask us directly. We share all the profiles that we think could fit the vacancy that they have, and they will start interviewing our students. So instead of being in a waiting list of several curriculums, you get to have a lot of nice interviews and get a job as well. So right now, 90% of our students found a job within 6 months after the bootcamp. And we are counting here as well during the pandemics, which I think it's pretty important, okay? So even though, yes, it has been hard for everybody, but the tech industry is still growing during this moment. And we don't count the freelancers or the entrepreneurs in our 90%. So our students, they come from very different backgrounds, as I already said. They can be people changing their careers, they can be people boosting their careers, they can be people that just want to open their own business, okay? But all of them want to enter the market and make an impact as soon as possible. So just from our December graduates, 40% of them are already employed, which is, pretty nice. Here are some of them. These are students that graduated in December, okay? So they are full-time students. They started in October, so for you to have an idea how it works. Also, these are real students. You can look at them on LinkedIn, and I'm sure that they will be very happy to answer you if you have any questions. So we have Tomas, and he was working in hospitality, and as you know, with COVID, hospitality did not go well. He already knew that he wanted to work with people, and he likes that connection. He was also a super motivated person, and he had a lot of potential. He decided to take the leap and invest in a UX UI course, and he just got hired by Deloitte, which, as you know, is a pretty nice company to work for, and he's pretty happy. We have Cynthia that, for those of you that worked with academia, not an easy place to be. She was a little bit tired, and after starting a PhD in nanotechnology and not being able to pay rent, she decided that she really needed to change a little bit her course. She got hired in 7 days, although she's pretty exceptional, okay? So don't get super excited, but if you really put a lot of effort and if you try, you can, okay? And she just got hired with data visualization at Virtual Forge. We also have Alicia that she used to be, she used to be a dancer and also worked with events in London. Another amazing area that is not working well with COVID, events, as you know, unfortunately. She really liked the analytical, and she also liked a lot working with logic. So she decided to change her career and go for web development, and she just got a job at a Silicon Valley company, and she's pretty happy and well, also working remote. So if you're interested, we have a lot of financing options. You can either finance the course or you can apply for an ISA. For those of you who don't know ISA, I really suggest you look for it because you can work with ISAs, not just for IronHack, but also for other universities. And I think everybody should know what an ISA is, okay? The one that we have is with Fundação José Neves. And what does an ISA mean? It means that it is an income share agreement and you only start paying for your course after you find a job. So basically after you find a job and you start, to make profit, then you start paying a percentage of your salary to cover for your tuition fee. Our upcoming courses are in March, and we have full-time, but also part-time that is not there, okay? And now I can answer any questions that you have regarding technology, how it is to have a work, what are the skills that you need, and everything. So, yep. Let me. Do we have questions in the chat? For some reason, I cannot open the chat.
No, we don't. I just sent here the link for the ISA, the income share agreement. So if people are interested, they can have access to that. I think maybe before questions, I can show you the projects a little bit from the students so they can have a look. Because guys, if you see the projects, maybe it's more concrete for you to see, okay, so what am I going to be able to reproduce after the bootcamp, So let me share the screen here with you.
Also,
I need permission to share the screen, I think.
Yes. Wait a second.
I stopped sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. As Gabby opens, one of the things that I didn't mention is that we work a lot with projects during the course. So during the web development, we do three pretty intensive projects. One is a JavaScript game, and then 2 full stack projects as well. In data, we do around 7 different projects, from cleaning data to data visualization to full machine learning projects. And UX UI, we also work with 8 projects. And at the last project that we do, the final project, we do with a company. And it's pretty cool because a lot of students, they get hired by the company that they do the project with. So it's also pretty intensive. And as I said, pretty straightforward to the market. So go, Gabby.
That's it. So this one is from Alicia, okay, that we just mentioned on our slides, okay. This is what you can see that she was able to reproduce after she finished the bootcamp, okay. So the website, she did it by herself, like from the beginning to the end, okay. So everything that you can see, how the pictures are disposable, I know like the movements of the waves here. So everything you can see, it was done by her, okay. Imagine someone that started in corporate event management and now it's a developer. It's pretty impressive, okay. So we have here, everything is absolutely responsive in her website. So this is one of the examples, okay.
And here you can only see the front end, but there is also a pretty nice backbone to it, and the back end that we don't see. And this actually works as like a social network per se for women that want to do different things. So this is also pretty impressive. Sometimes we look at the website, we don't know the work that it takes to work on it. Especially
and all the data that you have behind it, right? Everything that you have to do. It is completely. I am going to show you here another one, okay, which is a pretty good one that you can see lots of things happening in this website. This one is focused more on education. So people also choose different topics to have the final projects. And this is something really cool about IronHack, is that you are able to create your own projects, So we do not require from you any template or anything. Of course, sometimes you need to follow some guidelines from the teachers and what the project needs to contain, but you are able to create from the zero. So you can let your creativity take the wheel, okay? So here's another website from a group of students. Both projects that I just showed you guys, they are from the students that graduated in December, okay? So those are very fresh projects here, okay? It's another one from web development, okay? You can see the social media here. So the display, how everything is displayed, very good. Here is one of the students that we just showed in our slides too. It's Tomas, okay? So from the UX UI. Here is his portfolio, okay? So imagine someone that was working hospitality now has a pretty well designed portfolio like this right now. You can see the projects and everything. So obviously, if someone that is hiring in a company that sees a project like that, it's like, wow, this person really is able to do wonders for the company and for the market. So that's it. So you can see, you can have an idea how a portfolio should look like in the end of the bootcamp.
Yeah, it's also pretty cool that Tomas, he didn't go to like a normal, I found a nice vacancy and a nice, job opportunity, I'm gonna apply. What he did is he listened to our outcomes manager and he started contacting people on LinkedIn and asking if they were hiring and trying to create network. And this is how he was able to create this opportunity. So this is also something that we teach you, how to network, how to go after the job that you desire, and how to work a little bit for yourself instead of doing the super normal, okay, I'm gonna wait for it for the opportunity to open, and that's how I'm gonna get a job. So we also teach a little bit on how to hack a little bit the job system.
Exactly. And the last one here from Cynthia as well, that she was in our slides, okay? This is from data analytics. So here she took a topic about environment. The Earth has a deadline, okay? So she puts here live numbers, okay, from the lifeline of world's energy from renewables. It's incredible. This is still working. This is real, okay, guys? We have here very well analyzed data about biodiversity, air quality, household solid, okay? So we have here lots of information. These map is also very responsive. So if you don't want to select just Brazil here, you can select other locations. And then you can see specific data if you want to. So these you can see people from the zero, what they are able to do in the end of a bootcamp. Okay, so you could be one of them too.
Yeah. And I remember Cynthia, before she started the bootcamp, we go through a pre-work. So there are 40 hours that we require the students to start doing before they go to the bootcamp, because we have students that they have different levels of technology, and they have different levels of knowledge into coding. So we want to make sure that everybody will start the bootcamp at least with the basic knowledge that they need. So they need to complete the 40-hour pre-work. And Cynthia was like super worried that she was not going to be able to learn Python, and that was a little bit too much for her, even though she came from physics and nanotechnology and all of that. Programming for her was just a little bit hard, and she was definitely freaking out, which is why I'm very happy when I see the projects at the end,
because you are able to see like, okay, people can really do it. So
yeah.
Our methodology is learned by doing, so it's not designed for you to fail or anything. It's designed for you to develop projects, to have constant feedback, and then to succeed in whatever you choose to do after the bootcamp. Okay.
Yeah. We have, our classes are around usually 20 students, 15 if it's more COVID-y, let's say like that. And we have one teacher. Usually for 20 students, we will have one teacher plus 2 teacher assistants. So we have a lot of hands to help you, and we have a lot of people that they are checking your projects. They're helping you with your labs, that are the exercises that you do every day. So every day you are training, and every day you are putting into practice what you learned. So this is why, it's not a miracle. A lot of people say like, oh my God, how can, someone be a web developer in 9 weeks? It's not just 9 weeks. It is 400 hours. It is a lot of suffering, a lot of tears, a lot of stress. But, we do give a lot of help, and we do give a lot of support. Right now we are based in Santa Polonia, have a pretty nice campus there. You can also, take a look at the internet and review a little bit what our students say about us. This is pretty public. And yeah, we don't have any questions. Yesterday we had people making questions, so I hope that we have at least one. What time is it? Today was it's longer, Juliana.
Longer, a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit longer, yes.
Yes. I saw yesterday I was too fast. I was like, okay, I can slow down.
Guys, if you want to ask in Portuguese too, go ahead, okay? No problem.
You can also email us at lesbian@rh. Have any questions?
Last 3 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, if you want to code, or if you already code and you just want to, know more things and see what people are doing, we have a pretty nice workshop platform. So we have a lot of workshops that you can go and attend for free. You can see the old ones, you can see the new ones, you can see the ones in data, cyber, and everything. And on the second week of March, we're going to have a huge event with a lot of great women in tech because of International Women's Day. And it's going to be free and it's going to be awesome. So you're all invited, men inclusive. And yeah, that's it. So Juliana, thank you again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No
And
questions.
guys,
I think.
just wanted to remind you, if you don't have questions right now, we're going to be in the fair until the end of the day. Just reach out to us in the chat. We're going to be there answering all the questions that you maybe don't have right now, but then something comes up to your mind, so just reach out to us. Okay.
In our stand, you can see some videos. You can see some videos on the ISA. You can see some videos on the campus, and you can also see the program for all the courses. So yeah. Good.
So,
thank you.
Thank you very much, Monique, Gabriela, for your presentation.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.